not one, but two-stroke projects. I was like, for 2 strokes, we need 2 bikes. So we have here what I bought as a 2000 RM250 Suzuki, turned out to be a 97 RM250 Suzuki. No big deal, 97, 2000, I don't really care, because for this mumbo jumbo, we paid $600. Not 1,000, not 1,200, 600. And it also is on, if you guys haven't noticed, some supermoto wheels. Will we end up changing that? I don't think so. I think this is going to be the street bike running from the cop special right here. I don't condone any of that, but that's definitely what this was in its past life. Currently waiting on parts for the KTM. You guys probably have already seen the video. Kind of recording both at once. This might be a 2-part series because this bike's rough. Let's get a walk around. Okay, I don't even know where to get started on this thing. Stuff is everywhere. Things are missing. I don't even know if it has oil in it. I don't even know if it's gonna start, but I believe that it's gonna start. I trust and believe in the old 2-stroke. Let me give you guys a walk around on what's wrong. So we'll walk around the whole bike. Okay, off the rip. Chain is way too tight. That's gonna snap and really hurt me. Number 2, we have no plastics. We have that, that's about it. Looking over the bike, looks like we have a vent tube here. That looks good. We have the original carb, that's great. Motor looks fine, honestly. The whole frame looks clean. The bike looks clean for its age. Radiators look fine. Big plus, supermoto wheels. And it looks like an aftermarket street bike front suspension. I don't believe this was the original dirt bike suspension. Coming up here, nice grips. Front brake works. Clutch does not work. And the bars they're so wide. I need new bars, cut them down. There's nice green coolant in there, which is huge. Better than the KTM, that thing can't hold coolant. And that bike is also 10 years newer. This radiator cap looks a little messed up. Coming over here, you know, I said this bike was a little rough. It's rough, but there's a lot of pros. Gold Series FMF enhancer. Nice pipe back here. This looks maybe stock, but it looks clean. Again, the motor looks nice, the frame looks nice. We're missing our oil cap here. I've already tested for spark. I couldn't help myself. We have good spark. So I'm gonna go ahead and put an oil cap on here, check the oil, make sure we have oil inside, put some gas in it. We'll take the carb off, look through that, and then we'll see if this thing starts. Okay, let's start digging into this bike. There's that. I was already, like, when I bought the bike that same night, I was so excited. I was looking at parts, like if we got full yellow plastics, yellow pro tapers, yellow everything, yellow caps, refinish this could be a pretty pimp bike as long as the motor runs good. So we have the petcock set to off. I want to get rid of this fuel tank, and I believe the fuel is nice and old, so I'm gonna, oh, that's already off. Okay, fuel tank's off. So here is our kill switch. We'll leave that up here. And here we go. And here is our clutch. That also isn't good, so we'll pull that out. And that needs to probably get routed through here before it can run right through here as well, where it can drop into here. So we'll look at, alrighty, let's get this carburetor off. carburetor. I don't know what's wrong with the alternator. Nice. Get the two hose clamps off and see if we can get this throttle out. Huh. You know, guys, we're gonna check something. This is also a Kenneth carb. Get out of here. That fits quite nicely, guys. Shit. This video might come to a halt. We might just try to get the KTM going. We got our hose clamps for the coolant, and this might work. This is an original one too. Needle is super nasty. Okay, guys, this is really, really interesting stuff now. Go ahead and pop this out from here. Squeeze it out this way. Get it out from here. Okay, just like that, we got the carburetor out. I was actually able to rob a part off of this to get the KTM where I wanted. I ordered a part to get this back to how I got it. So I was able to get a new throttle slide for the carburetor. $22. Got our new little slide cap and needle. Okay, got original carb here. $22 rebuild kit online. Was able to get this. Let's see if it fits. Yeah. It's nice. Let's get the needle. Alrighty, we got our original carburetor here. We're gonna go ahead and clean this nasty puppy. But first we want to get the slide put back together. We still have the cable on the bike, but we need this to slide in here with the spring and our needle installed. So I've never done it before on one of these carbs. I'm used to the thicker 4-stroke carbs, but it looks like we have a little locker here, and we'll pick a position on our needle. I'm probably just gonna go right in the middle. See if we can get that on now. Okay, got it installed on the middle. Don't be like me, I kind of bent it, but I believe when we go ahead and drop it down our slide, it just sits there, locks it in, and then we'll screw in the cable locker over it, and that'll hold it in place. So we'll go ahead and get that tightened in now. Okay, after that fail, I'm pretty happy with this now. What happened was there's a little plastic clip that goes, like a plastic circle that goes inside the spring, and that will lock the throttle cable piece down in there if it doesn't pop out. So I'm happy with where this is now. Let's go ahead and clean that carb. Huh. This thing is disgusting, guys. This could really be the reason why we're not running, so that's why we're doing this first. And if we look inside of here, we each have some nice built up junk. You see that? It's delicious. We got a lot of that. So another new gasket for down here. Looks like this will This will fit. This was a cheap Amazon kit, so see how good that fits. I mean, yeah, this bolt probably leak, so try to pick it out. Yeah, I actually held up pretty good though. The new one should. There we go. This was that little fuel regulator needle. This sits to the float, and when that fuel fills up, it stops it for it doesn't overflow. And looking at it, looks a little rough. Like that. This is disgusting. Look at that main jet right here. That is just caked on there. I've never even seen it that bad. Oh man. Okay. I'm assuming everything's clogged here. Yeah, that is fully clogged. We have a number on here, 158. Spray through your main jet, make sure everything is clean in there. And then your little pilot jet. We were able to get that out after a little bit of work. It was super stuck in there. I mean, this thing is just disgusting. No way we're getting anything through that. So I'm gonna go ahead and replace this along with the main jet. 158 for the main. I might dig around for a number. I maybe see something there. I'm gonna dig around for a number so we can replace it with the same there. And then spray through there, and you wanna see it come through your like accelerator there. You wanna see a nice fog of mist coming through there. So get your throttle body cleaner, spray in and out, and then up through here where you get a nice mist like you saw that. So I'm gonna go ahead and get some new jets in here, get the float back in here, put it back all together, make sure it's working good. I'm gonna put a new choke in. Got a new choke with the kit. Get that in, for that's not all gummed up. This should be good. We'll get this back on the bike, get some oil in the bike, and see if it starts with some fresh fuel. That was scary, guys. Idle went crazy, but she ran. I had the choke on. Just screwed the idle out all the way. Had the choke on. I'm gonna go ahead and kick it again and see if the idle's a little bit better. Aggressive, but man, she runs. Sounds like she runs pretty good too. Has to be something with the choke, or not the choke, but with the carb, making it scream up in revs. You guys see it likes to rev sky high, right up to the moon. I believe I might have installed the needle on the slider wrong. It did seem a little propped up. You know, I don't know if that will cause it to rev as high as it was. It could, it's worth a shot. I hope we don't have bad crank seals. We'll also check the reeds too. Get that off. Get this off. Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and pop our throttle back off. We're gonna go ahead, pop this back out, take our needle out, and set it to the highest groove on the needle for the needle sits lower? Or do we need to go all the way down for the needle sits higher and the slide sits lower? I'll be back to you when I figure that out. Alright guys, this is an absolute nightmare. I wanted to adjust the needle, but the cap here, this was from a cheap Amazon listing, and this whole thing deteriorated. I couldn't get a socket on it. I tried to drill a flathead in. Every time I made like a line and twist, it broke off. So I need to order a new one of these. I'm gonna go ahead and take the car back off, check the boot, check the reeds, hopefully find something there. If not, I hope it's not our crank seals causing high idle. So I'm gonna go ahead, look at the reeds, order this, and then get back with you guys. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, it's been a couple days. We're back. With that scat pack ripping down the street, neighbors driving by. It's been a couple days. Been working a little bit on some of the other bikes. We picked up a 2002 YZ250F. Just needed bars. Bought it for $1,000. Posted it. Was working on that a little bit. Getting the KTM sorted. I have this 99 YZ400. Just ordered a water pump. All simple stuff. Nothing you guys need to worry about. Just trying to get all those bikes gone. Trying to get this going with some parts where we can get a clean slate. Continue to get some badass bikes. I think where we left off is we were dealing with some carb issues. Bike was revving super high, but we got some parts now. So we little sneak peek. Shout out UFO Plastics. Love their stuff. But we got drain bolt or fill bolt cap, kill switch. Big news for a kill switch. Big news over here on the channel. Also, got some radiator tubes. All things that these are important. Everything else isn't. I got a little carried away. Sadly, I don't think this will be the end of the parts we need. I was gonna do something, and I know you guys are gonna be disappointed. I was gonna use the lectern carb, knockoff Temu lectern carb I have on this bike. I thought it looked pretty cool. I have it sitting around. It's not doing anything. It's not the original carb. I get it. I know I'm a big original carb guy, but I thought it might be kind of cool. But we would need a new throttle housing. We'll see if we end up doing that or not. But we did have the high idle issue. I didn't end up getting a new slide for the other carb. That just really kind of pissed me off. But we're gonna try to use the other carb off the KTM, the Mikuni carb. Made in Japan. It's pretty nice. It has a slide and everything. Should just bolt right on. It should just bolt right on nicely. This is that Mikuni carb. I think we're gonna go ahead. I think this also may be a knockoff. And what's up with the focus, guys? Why can't we focus? Oh, we're like tracking on. Here's that Mikuni carb. We might try this on the bike and see if we still have idle issues. But first, I checked the reeds. I'm not much of a two-stroke guy. The reeds seemed fine. So, what I really... Okay guys, we just broke the bipod. Oh man, that sucks. Well, crap. Where did we leave off? We're gonna have to do a little bit of hand filming for some of this video. I want to see if this kill switch should just plug in, then we can mount it up here on these bars for now. But real quick, I want to get some oil, some fresh oil in this thing. If you look right down here, we have our drain bolt. Right there we have our drain bolt. Come over here. Move a couple parts from this bike. Doing just a little water pump here on the YZ. Get a new seal in here. That should do the trick, and then clean up some of this nastiness from the previous owner. this crap. And pull this thing over. Nice and yummy and delicious. Get that underneath. Should work perfect. Yum. Think we see good or bad? Almost off. Okay, we have some milky gray oil coming out of this thing. I believe this indicates a coolant leak, possibly the water pump. I'm just going around with a magnet right now, seeing if any of this has metal flakes in it. But if I get you guys right here, if we look at this, nothing too serious, just a little bit of oil and nasty crap from the pan already. I don't see any metal. I believe we just maybe have a coolant leak issue into the motor, which could very well be the water pump. So nasty. All right, here on the Reddit, my buddy and me both had CR250s a few months. Each time we changed the oil, I had been gray as well, never really thought anything about it. A lot of people saying it could be clutch or just the water pump seal. So it's not that serious. From what I read, the oil isn't gooey or anything, it's gray, but we still will try to figure out and fix. But we're gonna go ahead and pop the clutch cover off here. We need to go in here anyway to see what's going on, why this cable is not attached. So we're gonna go ahead and grab, I believe, or 10, which, you know, we got on the Milwaukee at the moment, so maybe we just zip them off. Okay, looks nice. Gasket looks a little damaged. Maybe try to get a new gasket. Here's our stator. It looks pretty clean in here, honestly. And from what it looks like is that this needs to go in here, like so, and hook on to here, which is quite a stretch if I'm going to be honest. Alright, our clutch cable wasn't connected at all. I was able to come up here, tighten this screw all the way in, and then we have another adjustment here. I was able to screw it all the way in to get as much cable down here as possible. I guess this was stretching the cable out, so I compressed it to give myself as much cable down here as possible. And now we're just unscrewing this here again, which in turn is giving us resistance down here, and when we pull the clutch lever, we have clutch action. So I don't know how much we need to adjust this where it's not engaged all the time and can actually work properly, but I kind of like the route we're taking, so I'm just gonna keep unscrewing this in this very old-fashioned way. Get nice tension down here on this, and then get this tightened here so this doesn't move. Very nice tension on there, and when we pull it, and you guys know how we roll while we're here, while all this is off. We're just gonna give it a nice wipe down. And also this boot here looked good, guys. The reed looked good, so I'm just gonna go ahead, kind of give this all a little wipe down while I have access to all this. I got the drain bolt in. I'm gonna go ahead and fill it with oil just to make sure we can get this bike running good. And then we'll look at that water seal in the future. I just don't have time to wait for that. and I want to get this bike running good before we continue with more maintenance. So I'm just gonna go around, clean old girl up a little bit, get some oil in it, 850 milliliters. Back in the other side, get the cap on. Battery died. 500 milliliters. Takes 850, so we're gonna use that measuring cup to do so. And we also have some premium high performance engine oil. It says a 4-stroke, but this works on a 2-stroke. And we have 3.78 liters, so we can fill this bike twice. All right, after twiddle dicking around for a little bit, we got the old cap off spring that goes for the original Kenneth carb. And here we have the Mikuni carb, which came with the KTM. The throttle line doesn't thread in, so we have a little bit of a, kind of like old cars with the exposed throttle bodies. You can rev it from the outside, like vroom, vroom. But it sits all the way down. Throttle works. It'll work temporarily. Definitely is dangerous, but we'll work to test and see if we get a better idle on the bike. Got 850 mils of oil in it. New little cap. Gonna get the cap on. Get nice oil in here. Probably move this away. Verify we're not leaking anything. I don't know what that's from. Get this cap on right here real quick. Oh yeah. This thing doesn't fit at all. Seriously? New carburetor on. Clipped on the new kill switch. Super simple. Throttle is working. Should be fully closed. That cap didn't fit. Just a little bit of black tape over it for right now. Very annoying, but we have to order more parts anyway to figure out what throttle we want to use for which carburetor. So there's that. I'm going to go ahead and put the fuel tank on. Which sits like so. And we can try to find a fuel line, which I think we're going to try to take this one off and see if we can get the bike fired. So I'm going to go ahead and get the fuel line on. We'll try to prop you guys up something like this and see if we can get the bike running and how it runs. Guys, get out. No way. That ran really, really good. That ran really, really, really good. Let's go! Wow, this runs amazing. Guys, oh my gosh. Air out the garage a little bit. But are you serious? Okay, I can't see myself. We broke the bipod, so I don't have... Actually, here, let's go like this. Are you guys serious? That thing runs amazing. It's very smoky, but I don't think the bike's been ran in years. Years, I tell you. And let me tell you right now, that carb on there, the way she was running, just it smells amazing in here. It smells like that 2-stroke life. Oh my gosh, that carb, getting the bike to run like that is amazing. That means we can order throttle cable, get a new oil cap, figure out the water pump, we can actually put some money in this thing because I'm confident that bike's gonna run amazing. I'm almost tempted to throw the seat on it and just take a spin around the neighborhood, honestly. Wow, that's a big step, guys. All right, you guys saw the bike running with choke on. I'm not sure what happened. I took the carb back off really quick just to look through it. I looked through the jets. Jets looked fine. I cleaned them. Choke's off right now. Look at that. The bike is running amazing. That Mikuni carb didn't work at all on that KTM, but it works a treat on the Suzuki. Clutch works too. I took it for a little spin, guys. I'm gonna be honest. Mid throttle, she was a little boggy. I bet if we move that that needle up a click, I bet we gain all that mid range back. I'm happy. I want to get those coolant hoses on. I want to get a new oil lever ordered. I'm gonna get a new throttle body or a throttle cable ordered for this Mikuni carb. I have chain master link that should fit for this bike. And man, we're gonna have a pimp Suzuki, guys. Alrighty, folks. It's been a couple days. We've done carb work, got the bike running good. The oil filter we ordered, not the oil filter, but the cap was the wrong size. Ordered a new one, doesn't come till like the 24th or 25th. I ordered that a while ago. Kind of mad about it. But besides that, we have, I believe, some hardware, hoses, plastics that we could throw on. You know, I would like to do a bigger resto on the bike, but I mean, as long as it runs fine, it looks decent, we'll be happy. No need to get a new seat cover, all this, new bars, new grip. The bars are actually the same, they're normal width, they just don't have the thing in the middle, so it kind of threw me off, like the head protector. But we got a full hardware set. Fasteners right here. Fast metric fasteners. So we're gonna go ahead and get some plastics. Go ahead, get some plastics thrown on the beautiful machine. Get some new coolant hoses on. Plastic, man. Give her a detail. Maybe add a link to the chain, and she's gonna look awesome. How nice. Hose clamp down here. It is a Phillips. So this is gonna zip right off. Oh yeah, guys. Ah, that coolant looks good too. Bam. Just like that. First one off. You can see it should go. The new one. Something like this. Something like this. Oh, coolant right in the eyes. Wear safety glasses. Oh man, just like that. That's fun. New ones come kind of all around the bike. This is gonna transform it and just make it a little bit nicer, I think. We also have from the KTM nice new hose clamps. So these are flathead, which is kind of annoying. But looking at it, these ones are pretty nice. We probably are good to reuse the old ones. We'll just give them a little bit of a wipe down. A little bit of a wipe down. Get this ran up over it. So that hooks on pretty nice. Honestly, the old ones did fit a little bit nicer, a little tighter. This seems to have a little bit of overlap, but with this tightened, it should hold good. So I'm happy with that. I'm just gonna go ahead and do the rest of these guys. We're gonna do the one going from one radiator to the other on the bottom, on the top, and then to the top of the motor. Here we are, guys. Got the new hoses on, coolant put back in. Holding coolant good. There's some coolant right in there. Probably top it up once I run the motor a little bit. But nice yellow hoses. Same hose clamps on. Looks pretty good. Looks a little tacky, but that's fine. This whole bike's kind of a little tacky. But now we're gonna move into, I think I'm probably gonna do a little wipe down. Use a little bit of glass cleaner, microfiber, go through and just wipe everything down. Get it looking as good as I can. And then we're gonna go ahead and start putting some plastics on. Alrighty. Time for my favorite part of any project that really needs a big resto, some plastics. And again, I think I said it on the Kawasaki video, UFO plastics, just get it right. These plastics are like $100, 96 bucks, usually on a 50% web sale that they got running, seems like all year round. $100, you get some plastics that work on your bike good. This ain't a sponsor. It's just what I've always used, and they've always worked out great. So it looks like we got fork guards. Oh, and also I think in the beginning of the video I said it looked like sport bike shocks on the front. That, I guess that's just how the RM250s were back in the day. Those are the original shocks, but let's take a look at these plastics. Fenders, black fenders. Rear guards here, it looks like something like that. I hope this all fits. Looks like maybe our rear there. Oh, here it is. Here's that big front cover. And here's our front wheel arch. Oh yeah, guys. Big things going on. Big things. Again, here we have the rear little fender here. And that kind of sits in between like that. Tightened up like this. Ooh, man. She is looking spicy, guys. A little screw here. Take that off. Grab a little washer. I'll get this tucked in where it needs to go first. Kind of like so. Man. Airbox here. Get a screw to go up there. Look at this, guys. Already looking like a bike. I wish I ordered a seat cover to rewrap the seat, but I mean, you guys know how it goes. We could continue down the rabbit hole. Bars, grips, levers, redo the covers, but I think some plastic, some hoses, a good wipe down this bike will be sufficient. So I think now, I mean, we'll just do one side at a time. We'll move over to this fender right here. Grab one screw and washer. Oh man, that is looking like a Suzuki now. Oh man, this has absolutely transformed the bike. Then we're gonna get rid of this tacky 4-stroke looking front fender right here. Get our guard back on the front, big horn. Let's do that now. All right, what ugly thing we got up here? 1, 2, 3, 4. Last original freaking piece of plastic on this bike besides the seat and maybe the tank. Look at this. Now I can fit it with this girl right here. Looks good, but looks like we gotta pre-drill our holes, so very nice of UFO Plastics to do this, but I don't know if you guys can see, we have an RM and an H. We got RM, so I'll drill out the RM holes real quick. See mosquito. Grab a washer. And oh my gosh, guys. Holy transformation. Would you look at this? A little bit of trash. Go to this junk. Get out of here. But wow, guys. This thing looks insane. And can you guys believe we bought this bike for 600 bucks? And I also watched a 2 Vintage video. Shout out to Vintage. He's the reason why I'm doing this stuff. I love his videos, and I was doing it, buying and selling bikes, and I was like, might as well record it as well. He also did a RM250 project, I believe the same year. He did the video 3 years ago. He dropped his oil. It looked gray as well. He didn't care. So it's probably just clutch. I think it was just clutch as well. I'm not too concerned about it. I don't think it was coolant. Probably just old oil. And wow, guys. Would you look at this thing? Let's add up. 600, 700, 720, 750, 67, 780. I would say we're under 800 bucks, guys. Under 800 bucks on this bike with all the parts. Would you look at that? Alrighty, guys, I did a little cleaning on the bike, walked around, wiped some stuff down. Got the wheels looking minty fresh. The bike looks just incredible, guys. I can't stop looking at it from what we had before to this is just incredible. Wipe these front wheels down. It looks incredible, guys. We're still waiting for our oil cap here. Like, it's taking 20 days to deliver, which is ridiculous, but we'll have that in soon. And then we can ride it a little bit more without leaking oil everywhere.
Okay.
Out here with the fellas. Buddy can't land it. Alrighty, guys. Here's the RM250. Not the biggest transformation I wanted to have made. I wanted to go a little bit further, but I think this will do pretty good for this bike to find a new owner. Let's walk around. Alrighty, guys, sorry to wrap up at a crappy spot again. There's more I want for the videos. I want some meta glasses for I can take you guys on test rides when I go on them. But for now, you just have to trust me that the bike runs good. We're still waiting on the oil cap, but I got the bike posted. I posted the bike for $1,900. I'll take $1,700, $1,800. I just want to make, $700 to $800 on the bike. If someone buys it, sells the supermoto wheels, they'll have the bike for around $1,200. Couple $100 for some new wheels, $1,400 to have RM250. I think it's a good deal to always be able to sell it for that, as long as get new parts, new seat cover, new handlebars, whatever they want. So I think it's a pretty fair price. So we can chalk it up. Say we make $700 to $1,000 on this bike, depends what it sells for. Also, end of season's coming up, so bikes are starting to sell for less. Also, I don't know if you guys see in the background, but I just came back from a little 4-hour round trip and picked up a little bit of a younger brother bike. So we have the RM250 2-stroke and the RMZ 250 4-stroke. I picked this bike up, guys, you won't believe it. 2015 fuel injected, clean. One owner, I'm the second owner, picked the bike up for $1,750. I think I'm gonna keep this bike. This will be my bike. Just look how clean this thing is, guys. Like, it looks like it's fresh off a showroom besides maybe, the 10 years of minor scratches. But that was the 250, guys. We're still waiting on the oil cap. Hopefully that's in before someone comes and looks at the bike. Not much more to say, honestly, other than that was a great transformation. I'm happy how it turned out. Also want to say before I wrapped up the video, thank you guys for all the support on the videos. I mean, this will be our 5th video, and I have a lot of you guys saying a lot of nice things, a lot of support. It means a lot. One of the big things for me is, I don't know if it maybe seems like I've done it longer, or seems like I've done it shorter. I've only been doing dirt bike fixing and flipping for 6 months. So I'm pretty new. I have no background mechanic history, so we're learning together. I would like to have done more on the bike, bars, levers, maybe a little framework, the covers, but I don't have the time or money to, sit around on these bikes, have to move them as they come, get them to a point where someone can buy it, and they just have to do a little bit on top of what I did to really make it perfect. I try to get as close as I can, do some of the big things, and then move on. But someone will enjoy this bike, and it can be used again. I mean, this was just sitting on the side of someone's house for a couple of years, so it's back to life, and that's what I'm happy about. And thank you guys again for all the support. It means a lot. I read all your comments, and I just want to continue to push better and better videos, bigger and bigger projects, bigger and bigger restorations, and I hope you guys stick around for the ride. I'm not going anywhere anytime soon. I'm going to try to do a video a week, and as winter comes, I think we can do a little bit bigger of projects because I won't be selling bikes as much because the season will be out of phase. So thank you guys again. Have a good one.